Listen to this.
I'm listening.
No one remembers All-Stars, okay? No one remembers all NBAs. No one remembers all defensive teams. No one remembers none of that shit. People remember champions.
Well, he has some good points.
LeBron James doesn't have a problem with ring culture. He has a problem with more rings culture. Because LeBron has curated his career around ring culture. Because if he didn't, LeBron James never goes to South Beach. He went to South Beach because he understood that as individually dominant as he was nothing without those rings.
Thanks. Kobe rolling over in his grave right now for some of the conversations that some of my former peers and current players are having right now about this ring culture.
LeBron James did something he's rarely done. He spoke his truth, and in doing so, he might have unintentionally damaged his entire GOAT case. On his podcast, LeBron publicly questioned why winning championships matters so much when defining greatness in basketball. But almost instantly, players, analysts, and fans pounced. Not because they hate LeBron, but because many believe he's trying to rewrite the rules now that he knows he might not catch Michael Jordan. So what exactly did he say? Why did Ryan Clark and Kendrick Perkins call him out? And what does this mean for his legacy going forward? Let's break it all down. But to truly understand why this moment matters, we have to go back to where the obsession with rings began.
Ships.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not two, not three, not four.
Enough. We've done enough.
The origins of ring culture. Long before social media, before GOAT debates flooded YouTube and barbershops, championships were already the currency of greatness. Bill Russell's 11 rings made him immortal. Magic and Bird's battles defined the 80s, and then Michael Jordan came along and turned 6 for 6 into a standard. Ring culture didn't start with LeBron, it just got louder during his career. That's the irony. Because for much of his own journey, LeBron embraced ring culture too. Remember when he went to Miami and promised not one, not two, not three? That wasn't just bravado. That was him telling the world, judge me by how much I win. And now, he's trying to change the conversation. Why? To understand that, we need to look at what Ryan Clark said next. Ryan Clark's mic drop moment. NFL analyst Ryan Clark didn't hold back. He said point blank, LeBron doesn't hate ring culture. He hates more rings culture. Think about that. LeBron has 4 rings. He's in elite company. But when it comes to comparing him to Jordan, the conversation always comes back to 6. That number has haunted LeBron's entire legacy. Clark said it best. LeBron shaped his entire career around chasing rings. That's why he went to South Beach in the first place. If championships weren't so important, why did he leave Cleveland? Why did he stack the deck with D-Wade and Bosh? Why did he call the 2016 comeback against the Warriors the moment he became the GOAT? Because even LeBron used to believe that rings mattered most. And now, when the finish line is in sight and he's still 2 rings short, the message is changing. But Clark wasn't the only one who spoke up. Real quick, we put in serious time crafting these deep dive NBA documentaries to bring you stories the media won't touch this way. So if you're into breakdowns like this, subscribing is the easiest way to make sure you never miss the next one. Now, back to it. Kendrick Perkins calls out the hypocrisy. Kendrick Perkins, one of LeBron's biggest defenders in the media, surprisingly didn't hold back either. He didn't just disagree. He defended ring culture. Do championships take away from your greatness, he asked. No, but they absolutely enhance it. Perk made one of the most important points in this debate. No one remembers how many All-Star games you made. They remember the rings. Ask a casual NBA fan who won the 2004 title. Pistons. Who won in 2000? Lakers. 2008? Celtics. It's that simple.
Did you know?
Championships are what get remembered. Period. So when LeBron tries to say rings don't matter as much, even his own people know what time it is. But the criticism didn't stop with ESPN talking heads, because this conversation revealed something much deeper, what LeBron really wants. LeBron's greatness has never been in question, but his legacy has always been complicated. He's been in the spotlight since he was 16, labeled the chosen one. Compared to Jordan before he ever played a game, he's accomplished more than any player in history in terms of longevity, consistency, and stats. But when the bar is GOAT status, none of that matters unless you win. And it's starting to seem like LeBron knows he might not get there. So he's trying to reframe the conversation, control the narrative, redefine what greatness means by downplaying the one thing he can't catch Jordan in: rings. And this isn't just about a podcast episode, it's about the psychology of legacy, which brings us to a crucial question. Do all rings really weigh the same? Here's where it gets tricky. Some fans say not all rings are equal, that LeBron's bubble title doesn't count the same, that KD's titles with the Warriors were less impressive, that Dirk's 2011 ring was worth more than most. And in that sense, LeBron's frustration is understandable. He won a ring in Cleveland against a 73-9 Warriors team. That might be the single most impressive championship in NBA history. But here's the thing, even if not all rings are created equal, they still count. And when it comes to the GOAT debate, you don't get to subtract them just because the narrative doesn't fit. Jordan didn't just win 6, he did it in 2 three-peats. He never lost in the finals. He never went to a Game 7. LeBron, 4 rings, 10 finals, 6 losses. It's a different resume, and trying to minimize what championships mean doesn't erase the gap. But there's one final twist to this story, what this means for the future of the GOAT debate. LeBron isn't just reacting to Jordan, he's reacting to a younger generation, a generation that sees Giannis win one with loyalty. That watched Steph do it with mostly homegrown talent. That saw Jokic dominate with no super team. And that matters, because what's starting to happen is the definition of greatness is shifting back. It's no longer just about stats or fame. It's about how you win, who you beat, and how you made your team better in the biggest moments. And when the next wave of superstars, like Luka, Shea, or Wemby, start chasing their first title, the ring culture will only grow stronger. Because as Big Perk said, championships follow you forever. LeBron's greatness is undeniable. 22 seasons, 4 rings, all-time leading scorer, 1 of 1. But when it comes to being the GOAT, the very best to ever touch a basketball, the conversation was always going to come down to one thing: championships. And that's why no matter how much the narrative shifts, no matter how many podcasts get recorded, ring culture isn't going anywhere. Because legends are remembered for the moments that define them. And in basketball, those moments happen in June. If you made it this far, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. These breakdowns take a lot of work, and every subscriber helps us bring you more content like this. Appreciate you watching, and let us know in the comments. Does LeBron's argument hold up, or is the GOAT crown staying in Chicago? Until next time.